I recommend a very good hairstylist. She's called Sue.
I always do your hair. Although you haven't got much, have you?
Language.
So it's not.
Oh my god.
You're max poetic and be like.
Look at that. Ow! Gosh, we had a problem with the van yesterday, and that means that we've got a bit of a disaster. So we survived that huge storm in North Wales. I checked out the stream behind us, which had turned into a torrent the day before, but it was all fine, so we could enjoy a couple of gorgeous sunsets. Hello guys, just a bit of van life. I am going to the barber's today, and I recommend a very good hairstylist. She's called Sue.
I always do your hair. Although you haven't got much, have you?
Language.
So it's not.
And no need to be insulting, was there, guys? Anyway, it's haircut time. Gosh, it's a bit cold in it. It's 10, I must admit. So on Tuesday, the 2nd of September, we visited a gorgeous little place called Morfa, Nefyn, which basically is a peninsula on a peninsula, and how gorgeous it was. Gorgeous. Wow, look at that. It's called Tia Cock Bar. Yeah. So this is it, and it's absolutely gorgeous place.
Right on the beach.
Yeah. It's
good beer apparently.
Oh, lovely beer.
Yeah.
But it's it must be one of the most beautiful views in. Let's spin you around.
Apparently they have reggae nights and
Look.
People dancing on the beach and
Look at
things
that!
like
What
that.
a view! It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right the way around this little bay. You can't drive here, you have to walk here.
They've got an outside bar as well.
Little outside bar, absolutely. We got here at 12:15 thinking there wouldn't be anybody here, and it was absolutely full up. The outside bar was full up, the inside bar was full up, but definitely a place to come. It really, really is beautiful here. We're going to have a look at campsites around this area, aren't we?
Yeah, we will do.
And see what we can find in the future. So, cool. looking very pensive about going on the Snowdon Cog Railway.
Good afternoon, welcome to Snowdon Mountain Railway. Now that means Big Gorge. It's actually the waterfall that featured in the early 1980s children's television series, The Chronicles of Narnia. At one point it was the second largest quarry in the world. Slate was quarried there for almost 200 years until 1969 when the quarry closed. Several years after that, a massive construction project started to build a hydroelectric power station inside that mountain. There's a lake above and one at the bottom. And approximately
Good morning, guys. I put a picture up of the red sky this morning. It's beautiful over there. Didn't get a chance to get out and see it, but yeah. We've got forecast today is for heavy showers, possibly thunder and lightning till about midday, and then decent weather for a change. So this is our last day on this fantastic little site, Tallymigned Farm. We're not going to go anywhere today. I'm going to go and get some. We'll go and get some shopping because we've got the family coming over to the campsite tonight, this afternoon for a meal, and then we have to pack up. We've got lots to pack up for tomorrow. Back to our area where we live. Where we used to live. We've got a couple of properties to look at, and we're getting very close, I think, to making an offer. So. Here we go again, guys. Oh my goodness.
It's a bit early. I thought it was going to be much later.
I know. There's a 2 AM weather warning apparently, but it seems to have started early. It's about 8:30. No, it's 9 o'clock actually, but oh god. Never stops here at the moment. Hi guys, it's Friday the 5th, I think. Yeah, Friday the 5th of September. I know that because on Sunday the 7th of September is our 40th wedding anniversary, so we're going back to where we used to live ish, and going out for a meal with all the family. But we're just leaving this fantastic site, absolutely gorgeous place we've been on. The sun is shining. It hasn't shined hardly at all this week, which is a shame because we've got to leave, but long journey back. Sue's just gone to say goodbye to the owner. That's a caravan and awning you can rent. I think it's £80 a night, I think, and it's a gorgeous location. Yeah, fantastic site. Highly recommend it here. It's Tallymigned Isaf campsite, and it's near Pennygroes in North Wales, and you can see Snowdon and the Nantar Ridge just up here. So we're going back. There's a bit of house news. We think we're potentially going to be looks like potentially the offer we've made on a bungalow has been accepted, so potentially we may in the next couple of days, certainly Monday, we'll know a bit more, but we'll see, and that's going to, but whatever happens, it's a probate, it's subject to probate, so that could be, you know, quite a while before we get a chance to exchange contracts and all that stuff. Even then, even if that happened, the bungalow needs a lot of work, so it's probably going to be at least 6 to 8 weeks of putting decent carpets down, decorating the place, getting the electric sorted out. There's a couple of issues we've got to sort with the roof and stuff, so yeah, a few bits and pieces we need to sort out. Plus I'd love to get Florrie on the drive, so we're trying to do some, we're going to be, if it all goes through, we'll try and do some adjustments to the drive to get Florrie on. Anyway, I'm blathering, we are leaving and we're going back to Northamptonshire. So just waiting for Susie. There's the farmer. Now the other thing I was going to film was this, because we haven't started this van for a week, 7 days. It has been horrendous. The weather we've had here has been horrendous. It's rained almost constantly, and we've had some absolute battering winds as well. So let's see if Florrie can start first time. I really hope she does. Everything sort of seems okay so far. Change engine oil. Yeah, I've got a message to change the engine oil, and I'm going to phone the Ford. I'm a bit worried about that. I'm going to phone the Ford garage up because we've got to go to Scotland, so we're not going to get it serviced for about a month. I put a little bit of extra oil in just to sort of try and but it looks a bit dark and dusty, and of course there's an issue with these vans with the wet belts. So I'm going to phone Ford probably tonight or tomorrow and see what we can do with that. But anyway, here comes Susie, and she is. Right, here goes, guys. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Hi, Suze.
Hi. Gosh, that was a bit of a rush, wasn't it?
It was. But we're off.
Yeah.
I said, hello guys. We're a bit bombingled at the moment. That's a family word, bombingled or spog-doggled.
It's a David word.
Yeah, it basically means that we haven't got a clue what day it is or what we're doing. We've come back from cup of coffee.
I'm busy at the moment, dude. I'm always busy.
We've just had a quick chat. Our life is it's really changed one way or t'other. And living in a van has got its challenges, obviously, as everybody probably knows.
We've got a lot more than we should have in this van at the moment. That's the problem.
Yeah, but no, I was going to.
Am I in this conversation?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, I meant, do you need me?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying I was ignoring you, but
No,
I'm talking over you. I'm not. No, I was just going to say that I was going to show them our friends outside. We met some friends on this little site. I was going to go and show them, but basically.
Oh yeah, they're very close to the fence.
They're right there. Now,
it's a bit of a mess in here. Do you always have to put the camera on when it's a mess?
Well, it's not surprising because we've had some news on the van. We had a problem with the van yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And that means that we've got a bit of a disaster. Well, it's not a disaster, but we've got. I'll explain it more later. Basically, it means we've got to cancel our Scottish holiday.
We've got to postpone it.
Not our Scottish trip. It's not a holiday because we live in the van.
Yeah.
So it's not really. We think it's like a holiday, but it's not really a holiday.
No.
I'm blathering. I'm really tired actually.
We've got what he's trying to say is that we got a warning light on the dashboard that said about changing the oil, and
you can't drive it far with that.
We've found
it's too
out
much of a risk.
that it not something you can leave, and the Ford garage can't get us in until the middle of what would have been our Scottish trip.
That's right.
So we are having to postpone that and restrict our travel until we can get it done, and we're going to the Bailey Adamo around here and taking the chance.
The other thing that David Bennison said, he said, well, I hope you two don't have to sort of sleep on the ramps in the garage. And of course, that's that. We'll be hopefully they'll only have to have it in for a day.
Worst case scenario, we'd have to get a Premier in or something.
Oh God, yeah. Anyway, so all good fun.
So that has meant that we've had to change our plans, but we are looking at different dates for slightly longer in Scotland. A
bit later on, we'll have a chat, and I'll tell you exactly what's happened to the van, and it's really important actually. But we'll talk about that later on. Got to get on because there's so much to do today.
Yeah. Okay.
See you in a bit.
See you later.
Oh, hang on, I've got to show. I'm going to show them our friends.
Yes, mind you don't trip over.
This is where we are. This is our home for this week. I love this little site. There we are. We've got a car here. Lots of wildlife. Nobody about. On our own. Absolutely fantastic. And look at here's our friends. Hello. How are you doing, guys? There's only two there now. There was three. One's gone off up there, I think. Oh, here he comes. Hello. You come and say hello? Yeah. You're beautiful, aren't you? Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you stay with us because we're here and you hear us talking and you're friendly. Yeah, I know, you're gorgeous, aren't you? So here's Florrie. Parked us up. Not quite under these trees. I'll make sure it's away from the trees, although the weather forecast is good this week. I was going to get the awning up. Guys, but I haven't really got time at the moment because we've got so much going on. Not only have we got ground problems, but obviously we've now got the house or bungalow that we are looking at is getting closer and closer in terms of us not moving in, but in terms of us possibly getting to signing contracts and stuff. Yeah, it's very important. Tell you what, guys, it's house moving and house buying and all that. It's so complicated. You guys don't have to have that worry, do you really? So you're quite lucky. You've got a nice hair. Hello. Thanks for talking anyway. Nice to have a chat with you because Sue's a bit busy for chatting at the moment. So I'll come and see you later on, okay? Bye. Hello guys, we're out watching the bats. Susie's not really into bats, are you, Bob?
I don't like bats.
You don't like bats, do you?
I also don't like being filmed in my dressing gown. Yeah.
Oh no. But it's a beautiful evening and that's the sunset through the trees. We're on our own on this little site. It's really beautiful. I just want to get up and show you this, if I can get up out this seat, which I can.
Look at the moon.
I know. So this is where we are. You can hear the road noise, it's quite loud. I just want to show you this. Look at that. Look at the moon, amazing. Very cool indeed. And so, the next morning dawned beautifully, which was just as well. It was our 40th wedding anniversary, our ruby wedding, and we went out to celebrate with our beautiful family. What a fantastic day it was. And so, back at the van, after a fantastic meal out with the family, and a fair few drinks. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. That's perfect.
I think you're taking it, you know what?
Ow! Gosh, Ruth, and my bloody little toe. Oh.
It's exaggerating as usual.
No, the video's rolling now.
I know, that's why you did it.
I did.
That's why you pretended you were injured.
What we're saying?
It was like this when he used to play football.
What?
He used to pretend you were injured.
I didn't pretend I was injured. I was flipping injured. I hated it. I loved playing football, and I kept getting injured. My knees went and everything went. It was all a bit of a... Anyway, sorry guys. We are digressing. We are just... We've been out today. Today is a special day, isn't it, Suze?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Today is our 40th wedding anniversary. On the 7th of September 1985, I got married to my best friend.
Who was it? Oh, sorry,
and
Gareth.
This is my best friend. And we met about 2 and a bit years before, 2.25 years before. We just kept seeing each other out and about sort of thing, and then just after Christmas 83, we got together and we got engaged in about May 84. So at this stage, it all started to become a bit boring and incomprehensible. So we decided to edit the rest out. I hope you'll forgive us. Hiya guys. If you can see us, it's 8th of September. I got it right.
Yeah.
8th of September, a Monday. We've been in the van now for 3.5 weeks, living in the van. We're doing all right. We're both shattered, mainly because we're still going and signing documents about the property stuff that we've been chasing up. We now have had an offer accepted on a bungalow, and so we've got lots of stuff coming up in the next few weeks. But it's been quite a tough, stressful sort of last few weeks, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we've done it all from the van, so it's quite weird because you come back to the van after doing all that, meeting a solicitor and stuff. But we are where we are now. On the end of the last video, I did mention. Let's show you where we are. Actually, sorry, I'll pin you around. That's the sun going down. Beautiful place here. We're in Northamptonshire on a little secret location. Well, it's not really secret because we've been here before, but that is Florrie. We're on our own. We absolutely love this place. It's very, very peaceful. It's lovely to come back after a difficult day and chill here. You're very close to the A14, which you probably can't hear, but if I put the
you can see it
put the camera up over here,
yeah.
You can sort of see how close you are, but as you can hear, it doesn't really make much difference. It's all sort of bundled and stuff. When the wind's in the wrong direction, from the motorway, it does get a bit loud, but it doesn't really bother us.
It doesn't keep you awake, but if you are awake, it can be a bit. It's a non-sleeping road. That road, I'd say.
Yeah.
There's always traffic going along it.
That's it.
No matter what time.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really, depends what kind of sleeper you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't really keep us awake, does it?
No. But our other news, like we said at the end of the last video, we've had a bit of a problem. Now the problem is basically that we have got a Bailey Adama, which is a Ford cab, based on a Ford Transit, and these Ford Transits have had issues with the wet belt and the oil. So if you get a situation where the oil hasn't been changed for a while, you can get a really major problem caused by the wet belt on a Ford. So, very quick story, we booked our Adamo in after a year to our dealer, and so because I was worried about the wet belt at the time, or the oil change, and the dealer said to us, because they did maintenance and they did the service, and we booked it in, took it in for a hab check and a service, and they came back, phoned us back, said, you don't need a service, you've only had it a year. And I said, I know, but just a bit nervous about it. Do a lot of miles, bit nervous about it, blah blah. Anyway, long story short, they said they persuaded us not to have it done. But we were in Wales last week, and oh, there's the sunshine. Down there.
Quite up here, isn't it? They're doing a lot of building over there. Look.
Loads of building across that side of the town. So back at the story. Sorry, I keep digressing. We went up in Wales, and I got a change engine oil light come on. I didn't think much of it, because you usually get quite a few miles before you have to worry about it. Came back, it was still on, obviously.
We did put
a little bit of oil in, but it didn't seem to make much difference, because obviously you're not changing it, you're just topping up with a bit of clean oil. Googled it, and apparently, although Ford say they recommend in their manual that it's 2-year service or 20 or 24,000 miles, whichever is the soonest, actually there's a few bits and pieces of writings which they're now saying maybe 7,500 to 10,000 miles.
You need an oil change.
An oil change, yeah. So we were well over that, because we were up about 16,000 to 17,000 miles. Anyway, long story short, we had already booked it in for its first service on the 18th of October, which meant we could go to Scotland and come back before that had to be done. But because it now says you don't do more than 500 miles if you've got that. Oh, there's a little seat up here, look.
Yeah.
Don't do more than 500 miles if you have that warning light, then really we can't go to Scotland. So we've had to cancel our Scotland plans and postpone them back into October, November, which is a bit of a pain. And we brought the service forward to
the earliest date they could do was the
18th of September. I mean, you could get a mobile person to do it and all the rest. Should we sit here? Look, he's even got a little cushion.
Yeah, I could do for a few minutes.
Look at that.
Look at that cushion there now.
I don't know, isn't it lovely?
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've had to. It's a bit of a pain. We've had to cancel our plans, and we're now not going to Scotland at all. But theoretically,
we're going later.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
We are going to Scotland at all. We are going, but we're going later. We're going in middle of October, probably through to November.
Yeah.
But it all sort of dovetails, because
we are going to the Bailey Diamond Rally.
Oh yeah, we're going to the Bailey Diamond because it's only 40 miles. So I thought we could probably go 40 miles there, 40 miles back. That'd be fine.
We'll take the chance.
Yeah. And then we're going to go back. We're going to come back to this site for a week, and then we're going to another little site in Northampton for 2 weeks, aren't we?
Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah.
Also, if you ever do this, life and decide to go and live in the van, always check where you're going first, because there was a little site which was going to cost us 13 quid a night, and it's been full since we tried to book it in early middle of August.
Yeah. So
it's finally got some availability at the towards the end of September.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly.
Yeah. So we've got 2 weeks there anyway. But
this one's unusual, isn't it? Because
it's a lovely
we're
site.
the only one on it. You can show them.
Yeah.
There's
There we are. There's Florrie.
And
there's a little there's some farm buildings there which are rented out to a couple of little businesses. There's a little building, a house over the top, and then over there down in the corner, we're just about to walk round to it, is the owners, who sell you some fantastic honey from local honey, and it's absolutely delicious. Recommended, actually. Local bees, you mean? Local bees. Yeah.
So it's funny that this one doesn't get more people, although I expect we won't be on our own for our whole stay.
No, but
this is our fourth night.
I tell you what, it's a great stop-off place if you only want to do one night, because it's really close to the A14. Yeah. That's the road you can see behind. It's about 2 minutes off the A14, and brilliant stop-off near Kettering. So it's good, yeah. So what I was going to say was basically what this period of time does is, now we've had this offer accepted and we're waiting for the probate to come through. It could come through in 2 weeks. It could come through in 6 weeks. It could come through in 2.5 months. It's supposed to be a simple probate, but we just don't know what's going to happen.
Also, even when it's through, we won't move directly in.
No,
because we want to do some work.
We've got to do. Yeah, if we signed it all off and it all comes through and exchanges and stuff, then we need to recarpet throughout. It's a lovely bungalow, but it's got a lot of work to do. So it could be. We're now sort of thinking. So we're definitely going to be in the van now to the end of October minimum, and probably into November.
Yeah, so quite a long time in the end.
And we're actually going to be going to Scotland middle of October to probably middle of November. So I don't think we'll actually move into the house till middle of November.
When we get back from Scotland.
I mean, we can leave a key with our daughters, and they can let people in if they're going to do work for us and all that stuff. But yeah, so it's going to be August through to September, through to October, through to November. So it's going to be about probably 3.5 months in the van.
We'd like to be in by Christmas.
Definitely want to be in by Christmas,
Florrie on the drive, hopefully.
That's right, that's the aim.
Yeah.
That's the aim. And there she is. Let's show you again.
Yeah.
There she is down there.
What we realise is how big a vehicle it is to get on your drive.
It is quite amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the bungalow's got quite a big frontage. It's quite nice, but the van will probably take up 3/4 of the frontage. So anyway, we're sort of blathering. The sun's going down now.
What do you mean we're blathering? You're blathering. You're always blathering.
Just trying to. We're a bit tired. It's been hard today. Hard, isn't it? Rushing around trying to get stuff sorted out.
Stop complaining, David.
No, but I'm just saying we are tired, aren't we?
Yeah, we are a bit tired.
Tired tonight.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been quite an experience. All this, I have to say. It's been supposedly an easy sale and purchase, because the sale was to first-time buyers. It took ages. There was lots of hassle. And
I think you've said all this before.
Yeah, and the purchase has been not without its issues too.
Moving's a stressful thing to do. Most people find it a bit stressful.
Thank goodness we weren't in a chain, that's all I can say.
Yeah, not much of one.
Anyway, let's keep walking, and we'll turn the camera off as we sort of show everybody the sunset. So thanks for all your support, guys. It was our anniversary as well.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday. So
that's made us a bit tired.
I think we're probably a bit more tired. Had
a little bit of wine.
I had a few beers, and I don't know why, but I suddenly got into cider, and it's flipping strong.
Yeah, the one you drink.
Anyway, but we start. So that's probably why we were feeling really rather jaded.
Even more tired,
than normal. Yeah. Anyway, let's get going. So let's get going, and we will see you. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for all the lovely messages on Facebook, on the Facebook page where we said about the anniversary and stuff. 40 years.
40 years, yeah.
40 years, Spence, you made it.
Yeah.
Somehow you've put up with me for 40 years. Before on the channel that my wife is a sheep whisperer. Look at this. Look at them. They all know.
She's running away.
What? Though. They're not running away, they're running towards you.
They think
the whole field's coming towards you.
They think we're feeding them. That's
quick leg
why.
it.
I'm not running.
I know, but they do think you're feeding them, don't they?
Yeah, don't want them.
Look at them running about, kicking and everything.
Don't want them to touch.
Oh gosh, we wouldn't annoy the farmer now. There's one over there. Look, there's one laying down over there. Do you think it's all right? Oh, it's getting up. Even that's getting up now.
Probably got a bad foot. Oh look, they've got another seat here.
I know. I just said, yeah. They've all got cushions on. It's fantastic. Rabbit holes. Be careful. Okay, see you in a bit, guys. Oh, look at that. It's a dog. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. It's probably the grave of one of the sheepdogs. How beautiful. Yeah. Anyway, guys, look out. We're being followed. Oh my goodness, look at them all.
They're hungry.
You think so? Probably. They can't be hungry. They were eating all this stuff.
Yeah, but they probably give them some, additional food.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Now we're off finally. Thank you so much for watching, guys. So as autumn is on the way in, stick with us as we continue our van life, living full time in our van. See you on the next one.